everyone, my name is Meng, and today I will talk about our paper comparing neural mechanisms for shifting attention in space and social knowledge. First, we know that the current AI systems are on track to outperform humans in many tasks. For example, they're pretty good at spatial navigation now, like AIs beat humans in many games that require navigating space, and some self-driving cars are now safer than human drivers. On the other hand, humans are a lot better at social tasks. For example, when seeing individuals interacting with each other, we can easily tell what people are trying to do, what kind of relationships they have with each other. Is one person more powerful than the other, etc. So in this paper, we are interested in how the human brain navigates social knowledge, and does social cognition have connections to other mental operations such as spatial navigation. We did an fMRI study with human participants. First, they completed a behavioral task where they learned a social hierarchy of 9 people by trial and error. They guessed who is more powerful than who, and then they got feedback on whether they guessed correctly or not. This way, people were able to infer the relative power status of not all 9 people without seeing the 9 people in any spatial configuration. Next, they completed the second task while being scanned by an MR scanner. In this task, they were asked questions like, if you were given this person, who is the other person that's 2 steps less powerful than her? They were given 6 seconds to find the answer, and their brain activities were recorded. In another fMRI task, participants shifted attentions in the physical space by simply moving their eyes to follow a fixation on the screen, and their brain activities were also recorded during this task. In the end, the participants were asked to arrange 9 people in the social hierarchy in whatever spatial configuration that they thought best represent their relative power. And later in our analysis, we related their brain activities during the spatial task and the social task based on their spatial configuration of the social hierarchy in this task. Our main hypothesis was in the superior parietal lobe, because this region has been shown by many studies to have a role in directing attentional shifts in external space. And we hypothesized that the SPL also encodes attentional shifts in the knowledge of social relations. In this pattern similarity analysis, we computed whether the multivoxel patterns for the same direction or matching direction of attentional shifts are more similar to each other compared to multivoxel patterns for different or mismatching directions of attentional shifts. If the multivoxel patterns in the SPL for the same direction are more similar to each other compared to different directions, then we know that the SPL encodes the directions of attentional shifts. We found that is indeed the case. That is to say, the pattern similarities is higher for matching directions than for mismatching directions. And this is true for bilateral SPL in both social and spatial tasks. So the multivoxel patterns in the SPL encodes the directions of attentional shifts both in the social knowledge and in space. We also looked at whether the multivoxel patterns in SPL were decodable across the social and spatial tasks. This analysis is similar to the previous within-task analysis, except that this time the directions of attentional shifts were matched across the 2 tasks based on the participants' responses to the last behavioral task where they rearranged the social hierarchy. Here we found that the pattern similarity was not significantly higher for matching directions compared to mismatching directions, so we did not find any evidence that the SPL encoded the directions of attentional shifts in social knowledge and in external space in the same way. How about the other brain regions? We repeated the pattern similarity analysis in the whole brain and found considerable overlap in the brain regions that encoded the directions of attentional shifts in both social and spatial tasks, particularly in parietal and occipital cortex. But again, this brain region did not encode directions of attentional shifts in the 2 domains in the same way. So a few takeaway points from the study are, first, the SPL has a long established role in directing attentional shifts in external space, but here we found that the multivoxel response patterns in the SPL also encodes the directions of attentional shifts in social knowledge. Second, shifting attention in space and social knowledge is encoded by largely overlapping regions, especially in parietal and occipital regions, but they encode the attentional shifts in different domains with distinct multivoxel patterns. Third, these findings of brain regions performing common mental operations in different domains provide a biological basis for relevant ideas in AI research, such as transfer learning. Future research on transfer learning and artificial general intelligence may benefit from neuroscientific insights into domain general neural processes.